All right, questions for Coach?
Ime, just what did you see out of your team defensively tonight?
Effort-wise, played well. Followed the game plan. And limited Young pretty well. Had a few mistakes when we got to a 4-point game in the third quarter. They hit 2 threes off of mistakes with their shooters, stretched it back to 10. But defensively, I mean, you're not going to play perfect every night. This is more about offense to me than defense.
You talked before the game about that, like making sure when you guys find your offense, it doesn't come at the expense of your defense. Did you feel that at all, or?
No, I don't feel we found our offense tonight. So, like I said, it's going to be tough. It's going to put a tremendous amount of stress and pressure on your defense to play perfect when you don't make shots. And sometimes that's what the game comes down to. Several wide open looks, shooting 11 for 42 from 3. And like I said, it puts stress on your defense to be perfect when you're not making those shots. And I felt, we're doing what we've done all year is penetrate, kick, get guys wide open looks, and we're not knocking them down. So not going to hold people in the 90s every night, but we got to score more than 99 ourselves. A little bit. I felt we got out in transition, got a little sloppy there, and it was kind of equal opportunity at that point. We were getting out running, and like I said, we got a bunch of corner threes, a kick to Jay Rich, and some guys got open looks. So when they did show him a crowd, he got off the ball, and we didn't knock him down. So got to do our part to help him out when he's rolling. Disappointing tonight. Like I said, just from the offensive standpoint of making shots, we feel like Jason gets going and there's a crowd on him and guys are getting open looks. You like to knock those down and be a different ball game. Obviously, still not happy about the Cleveland game the other night. Could have been a much better trip, obviously, but just inconsistent overall. Defensively, we've been solid, inconsistent offensively, and sometimes, like I said, it comes down to making shots, and so. Got to keep working at it, encourage them to be aggressive and confident and knock those shots down when they're there. And that's all you can do. We talk about expected points and all that every game, and expected points are very high with the looks that we're getting. And we don't knock those down. It starts to mentally wear on you a little bit. He can make shots. Yeah, he'd be solid defensively like he always is, whether it's on ball or off ball. But he was aggressive early. The crowd that Jason and Dennis and guys attract, he played off that. And, to go 3 for 8, I think career high tonight. He was aggressive offensively and defensively. So happy with his effort. Like I said, overall, the effort wasn't a problem with anybody. It was just a matter of knocking down shots.
Good evening, Coach. We have a couple of Zoom questions. First from Mark D'Amico.
Hey, Coach, you talked about the struggles offensively as a whole, but obviously a bright spot with Jason catching a little bit of a rhythm with 34 points. Just how do you see the offense changing if this maybe is the start of a little run from him with a shooting rhythm? What changes?
Honestly, the shots he had been getting the whole time, all season almost, that he has been missing that he made tonight are great looks. He's been getting quality looks, whether it's in pick and roll, isolation, transition, post-ups, and off ball. So he's been getting really good looks. And we all know he's going to snap out of that and go on a run. And, he started off hot tonight, very aggressive overall. So we're not really worried about that. It's just a matter of feeding him and keeping him aggressive when he gets in that mode. So, but more than Jason, I think, is like I said, us shooting 11 for 42 overall and guys getting open looks. We just have to knock those down and help them out. So if we don't, teams are going to dare us to beat them. And, just got to be confident and aggressive. Guys are working every day at it, and we got quality shooters and just got to show it now.
Brian Robb.
Anyway, you've harped a lot on the shooting. I think you guys are about like 32% for the year now from 3. I know it's only 16 games here, but what's the push and pull there for you from a coaching standpoint in terms of whether it's shaking it up from personnel taking those shots or just riding it out, having faith that those looks are going to eventually start going down?
Well, you like the looks that we're getting. Like I mentioned, high quality looks, a lot of open looks. And, you know, as teams make theirs and you don't make yours, you have to rely on your defense. And so we've done that for the most part, but you'd like to, you know, not stress your defense as much by making those shots. But it's not just starters missing and the bench guys making, or vice versa. It's a little bit of everybody. And so, you know, you tell them to be confident, work on it every day like we do. You know, the looks we get, we feel the worm will turn eventually, and we'll start getting more consistent with those. And that's all you can do. Like I said, if we're taking contested shots or, you know, selfish shots, we always talk about good to great. They're passing up open shots to get other guys shots. And so you can't say anything negative about those shots that we're getting. So just got to be confident, knock them down, encourage the guys, and stay with it.
John Corrales.
Hey, sorry about that. We've talked about this before, but fourth quarter, they take the ball out of Jason's hands, and there's just no way to get it back into his hands. It looks like the last shot attempt, aside from the free throws, came at the 8:43 mark. What do you guys need to do here to at least get him, especially on a night that he's hitting his shots, to get him the ball back?
Yeah, I mean, it's what teams are going to do. Some teams have blitzed him. Some teams are just showing that crowd, and credit to him, he's getting off the ball. And so the thing that we always tell him is, if guys are making shots, you pass up a shot and get a guy a good look, it'll open up the lanes for you. And so he's doing the right thing. And we had I can't countless amount of wide open threes in the fourth quarter that could have obviously changed the tide. So he's being unselfish, doing what's asked of him. We could try to get him balls in other spots on the post perhaps, but we liked what he was doing in the pick and roll, off ball actions. Easy to double him in the post, so we didn't go to the post as much. And just so you got to trust the teammates like we all do. Encourage him to do the right thing, which he's doing, and getting off the ball. And guys got to make the teams pay when they double him.
Go to the final question in person with Abby Chin, coach.
Yeah, he's great. He does everything we ask of him. Multiple coverages, whether it's switching or guarding different ways in the pick and roll. And as I mentioned, he's a great team defender as well. So it's kind of, you know, the safety linebacker back there, kind of talking guys through stuff. And he just plugs a lot of holes for us. So he's been doing that all year, been very consistent, and we're asking a lot of him. And he's been great this year. I mean, 33 more minutes tonight. So he's a steady rock for us back there, especially with a guy like Rob out.
Wrap it up right there. Thank you, coach.
Thank you.